Good evening and welcome to the championship game in the Bundesliga as the Berlin Flamingos face the Buchbinder Legionnaires to decide who will be crowned German champions. The GM of the Berlin Flamingos, Aussie has already announced he will be leaving the club after today's game, and we're joined by him now. So Aussie, what can you tell us about your final Berlin lineup? Yeah, it is a little bit sad, I have to say, but we're all focused on putting in a positive performance today and making sure that we do get the job done. Now, we do have a small shuffle to the lineup for today's game. Holber is coming in to play shortstop. Coleman moves to designated hitter with Reichertz dropping to the bench, and it's going to be Benninghoff on the mound. Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to episode 28 at the Berlin Flamingos on the Baseball Journeyman and the final game of our stay in German baseball. And it is game 3 of the playoff series. It is the deciding game of the playoff series. Today we will either be German champions or very disappointed. There is no middle ground. It is win or go home, basically. We're going home either way, but you know what I mean. Yeah, this is it. I mean, we can see the way that all the numbers here for both teams coming into this one. I don't think there's much sense in wasting too much time. If you want to have a quick, a bit of a longer look at that, just give the video a quick pause and you can see all the numbers. But let's check these lineups. So as I said before, there is just the one change in our lineup. We'll get to that in just a second. But Drew Campbell leads us off in left field. It's Leo Burra batting second at second, Ian Post batting third in right field, and Kai Kabina cleaning up still, though he hasn't done a particularly good job of that in the postseason. We'll keep both of them at 4 in first base. Friedendorfer bats 5 at third base. Byron Mills Jr. bats 6 the catcher. And this is where the changes happen. Reese Kuhlman drops into the designated hitter role. He's not a particularly good defensive player anyway, so he's a DH batting 7. Luca Helber comes in to play shortstop and bat 8 in place of Reichertz, who's dropped to the bench. Fockel in center field bats 9. Benninghoff takes the mound for us for one last time. And we're up against Christian Pedro for them. He is good. Young Brazilian, ERA this regular season of 343. You can see there a whip of 103. The WAR of 3, ERA plus of 152. We did just get the best of him, didn't we, in game 1 of the series? Let's hope game 3 goes our way as well. Now, of course, we do have the advantage of game 3 being at our home ground, so that is obviously a nice thing. But here we go for one last time at the Flamingos. It's a first pitch. It's Benninghoff to face Castillo. I missed what Castillo's batting average was this postseason. 1-2 is the count, and Benninghoff gets a ground ball over to Helber in the lineup for this one. He's a Gold Glove winning shortstop in the Southern League, not our division last year, but he's a nice little addition to have in there. Marcel Mariette, who is batting .273 this postseason, he comes in to face Hoff. 2-2's the count, and the Hoff gets himself a strikeout. 2 away, now, and Hoff to face Ruiz, who is batting .476. 3-1 is the count, and that is a ground ball. Helber has it over to first mate, and that'll do it for the top of the first. Hoff has started strong. 3 up, 3 down for the Legionnaires, and Drew Campbell to lead us off now, batting .429 in the postseason. 0-2 is the count. Come on, Drew. Your sense of strikeout might be coming. He has got a piece of it. Ground ball to second base, and that is 1 away. In comes Leo Burra now, batting .633 in the postseason. That is a ridiculous number. 1-1's the count. Come on, Leo. Burra rips it into left field, and that is going to be a 1-out single for our second baseman. And let's see what Ian Post can do now in terms of driving this run in. .435 he's batting in the postseason. First pitch swing, Ian Post. It's deep. I don't think it's deep enough. Center field's going back. He's going to make a catch, and back to first base will go Leo Burra. And it's Kai Kabina batting .412 in the postseason, but maybe been ever so slightly disappointing in this final playoff round. And he's popped that up. Right field's coming in. Second base is going back. Second base makes the catch, and that'll do it for the first. We are still tied at 0s. Benninghoff to Redell, who is batting .208 this postseason. First pitch swing. Come on, Hoff. Ground ball to Helber. Over to first mate. There it is. 1 away. Excellent stuff. First pitch as well, which is nice. Keep that Benninghoff arm nice and fresh. Wittmann comes in now, batting .364 in the postseason. 2-2 is the count. Another strikeout for Hoff. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. That's 2 now. Iberle batting 278 this postseason. 0-2 is the count. 2 out, no one on. And the Hoff strike up another K, because that is 3 for the game now. And we are through the top of the second. Friedendorfer to lead us off, batting 292 in the postseason. But as I keep mentioning, he had 18 RBIs already this postseason. Make that 19 RBIs. Is it left? No, it's just going to dip in. Too much topspin, but Friedendorfer gets a double. Is it a triple? He's the slowest man alive, but he somehow managed to turn that into a triple. Friedendorfer with a leadoff triple. That go-ahead run is now just 90 feet away. And can Byron Mills Jr. drive in that run? He is batting 222 so far this postseason. 0-1's the count. Come on, Byron. Come on, mate. Byron Mills Jr. He is going to drive in that run. It'll be out at first, but we do take a 1-0 lead. Excellent, excellent stuff. Coleman comes in now. He's batting 333 in the postseason. 3-1 is the count. Coleman, that looked like ball 4, and he's grounded it out to second. And that is 2 away. And this will bring in Helber, who is batting 222 in the postseason. Back in for this one. Let's hope we don't regret that selection. Helber has got it looping up, and it's going to be caught at third base. And that'll end the innings, but not before we take a lead. Thanks to the Friedendorfer leadoff triple, and it's William Voltz coming in now, batting 105 in the postseason. Let's see what Hoff can do with him. 2-2 is the count. And there's another strikeout for Hoff. That K count goes up another one. It is Stilsbach now coming in. He is batting 278 in the postseason. 2-2 is the count. And there's another strikeout for Hoff. He is firing in those strikes today. It is Wolf coming in now. He is batting 353 in the postseason. 1-2 is the count. 2 out, no one on. Can he strike out the side? Yes, he can. The Hoff is on fire. It is still 1-0. We go to the bottom of the third. Vockel to lead us off, batting 381 in the postseason. Marcel Vockel gets a decent piece of that, but it is straight to left field, and that is 1 away. Drew Campbell comes up for the second time today. He is 0 for 1. 1-1 is the count. Drew Campbell slices it weirdly into foul territory. Left field is there. Left field drops it. And we're going to get a second crack at that. I'm not surprised he dropped it. It kind of was a knuckleball off the bat, wasn't it? All right, come on, Drew Campbell. 1-2 is the count. And Drew Campbell strikes out. In comes Leo Burra, who is 1 for 1 today. 2-2 is the count. 2 out, no one on. Leo Burra hits it well, but again, straight... Oh, it's over centre field's head. It's over centre field, and Leo Burra slides into second for a 2-out double. And now Ian Post, who we had such high hopes on, and maybe it's a lot sort of unrealistic expectations, but been a little bit disappointed by Post. Full count. Ian Post has popped it up, and that will end the innings unless there's another error out there by the left fielder. No such luck. But we are still 1 run up as we go into the top of the fourth. Castillo comes up. He's 0 for 1 today to face Benninghoff. 1-2 is the count. It's another strikeout for the Hoff. That is 7 now. And it is Marinette coming in, who's 0 for 1. Full count. Come on, Hoff. Let's get another strikeout, mate. It's not a strikeout, but it should be a simple play at first. It is. There's 2 away. And it brings up Ruiz, who is 0 for 1 today. 1-2 is the count. There's another strikeout for Hoff. He is such a good pitcher, isn't he? Almost guaranteed, I would imagine, to be a Hall of Famer as a Flamingo. We'll get to that, of course, next episode. Cabina, who is 0 for 1 today. He looks it to lead us off. 2-2 is the count. Kai Cabina gets it up the middle. It's going to be a leadoff single for our first baseman. Excellent, excellent stuff. Can we work this runner around now? Friedendorfer, who is 1 for 1, got a triple last time up. 2-1's the count. Lays down what looked to be a horrible bunt, but it got the job done. Over to second goes Cabina. And Byron Mills Jr. now, who is 0 for 1. Did get the RBI last time up. Byron Mills Jr. whacks that to the fence on the hop. And that is going to double the lead as Cabina comes around to score. Byron Mills Jr. has a second RBI of the game. It is 2-0 to the Flamingos. And we just inch ever closer to this Bundesliga title. Coleman comes in now. He is 0 for 1 today. 0-2 is the count. Coleman lines it to third base. Mills Jr. gets himself back to second. It's 2 away for Luca Helber, who is 0 for 1. 2-2 is the count on him, and he strikes out to end the innings. But again, not before we edge further ahead. 2-0 now to the Flamingos. Hoff comes out to face Reddle, who is 0 for 1. 0-1 is also the count, and that is a ground ball to Friedendorfer over to first mate, and that is one away. This so far is wonderful stuff by Benninghoff. Wittmann comes up to bat. He's 0 for 1 today. Full count, 1 out. Another strikeout for Hoff. That looked like a really good pitch, didn't it? Painting the corners. That's 2 away. 9 strikeouts now for Benninghoff. Eberle comes in. He's 0 for 1. 1-0 is the count. That's the ground ball to Cabina. Over to first. That ends the top of the 5th. No damage done. And it is going to be Vockel to lead us off. He is batting 0 for 1 today. 3-1 is the count. Can he get himself on base? He can. A leadoff walk. And now can we look to move that runner around? It's Drew Campbell who's 0 for 2. Full count. Is he going to get a walk? Oh, well, he just gets hit. We'll take that. I'm sure Campbell would have rather not get hit and just taken the ball, but it doesn't matter. He's at first. Runners at first and second. No one out. Burra to the plate, who is 2 for 2 today. Leo Burra. Loose pitch. Gets the runners over to second and third. Can Burra now drive in some runs? 1-1's the count. No one out. 2 on. Burra hits it through the left side of the infield. That is only going to score 1, I think. Drew Campbell stays at third. Runners at the corners. We're 3-0 up. No one out. And it's Ian Post who is 0 for 2. 2-2's the count. Post gets it into right field, and that's going to drop in for a hit. Can Burra get himself to third? He can. It's an RBI single for Post. Still runners at the corners. Still no one out. We are 4-0 up now, and Kai Cabina, who is 1 for 2, with a chance to extend this lead further. He watches strike 3 for 1 away. In comes Friedendorfer. He's 1 for 1. Can he add to his 18 RBIs? No, he cannot, as he strikes out. Suddenly we're 2 down. Byron Mills Jr., the RBI machine in Game 3. He's 1 for 2. Full count. Byron Mills gets it into right field. He has himself a 3rd RBI of Game 3. And the runners are at the corners again, and it is 5-0 to the Flamingos. It is Reese Coleman now, who is 0 for 2 today. What can he do? 2-1's the count. Coleman. Has he looped it over third base? No, he hasn't. That ends the innings, but 3 runs crossed for the Flamingos. We're 5-0 up. And it's going to be Hoff to continue to William Voltz, who is 0 for 1. 0-2 is the count. Hoff gets himself another strikeout. That's 10. And can he track down this record that Gomez set earlier this postseason? Stills back comes in. He was 1 for 1, I think. Doesn't matter. He strikes out. Number 11 for Benninghoff. Wolf comes in the bat. He's 0 for 1. He's going to face Hoff. 2-2's the count. And Hoff gets yet another strikeout. He is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Helber comes in to lead us off. He's 0 for 2 today. 2-2 is the count. Helber gets himself a base hitting the championship game. That's a leadoff single for our shortstop. And it's going to bring Vockel in now. Let's see what we can do as there's a pitching change as Hegstenberg comes in. ERA of just under 12. Though we did see him in Game 2 of the series do a decent job for them. Full count. And that is a leadoff walk for the new pitcher. Runners to first and second. And let's see what Drew Campbell can do, who is 0 for 2 today. Drew Campbell lays down a bunt. It looks like a good one. Runners go to second and third. Just the 1 out, and can we further extend this lead now through the hitting machine that is Leo Burra. 3 for 3 he is today. Full count, 1 out. Leo Burra draws a walk. That loads the bases for Ian Post. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI. Full count. This is a massive pitch in the game. And Post draws the walk. That puts us 6-0 up. And it's going to be Kai Cabina, who is 1 for 3. Still bases loaded. Still 1 out. 2-2's the count. Kai Cabina gets it up the middle. That's going to score 1. Is it going to score 2? We're looking for it. It is. It's a 2 RBI single for Kai Cabina. We go 8-0 up in Game 3. It's the 6th innings, and we again just keep edging closer to this title. Friedendorfer comes in. He's 1 for 2 today. Is he going to strike out again? He is. That's 2 away. And it's going to be Byron Mills Jr., who is 2 for 3 today with 3 RBIs. Runners at first and second. And Byron Mills gets it through into right field. Is that going to score another run? Byron Mills Jr. has 4 runs in the deciding game. He's a legend of the club, isn't he, at this point? Reese Coleman now with runners at first and second. Still 2 out. We're 9-0 up. First pitch swing by Coleman. Coleman gets it straight into the glove of second base. Unlucky, but 4 runs crossed. We're 9-0 up. We have 3 innings to play, and it's Benninghoff to Castillo, who is 0 for 2. Full count on the leadoff man. There's another strikeout for Benninghoff. 13 now. I think the record was 15 that Gomez said. He's closing in on that. And he's only thrown 86 pitches as well. Marinette now comes in. He is 0 for 2. First pitch swing. Marinette has... Oh, it's an error. It's an error by Leo Burra, is it? It's an infield hit. Well, there goes the no-hitter. What's his face? Benninghoff now to face Ruiz, who is 0 for 2. They're looking for the steal. He gets there. Runner goes to second. And let's see what Hoff can do with Ruiz. He can strike him out. That's 2 away. 14 strikeouts now. He closes ever more in on this record. It is Reddle who is 0 for 2. 2-2 is the count. And it's another strikeout for the Hoff. 15th strikeout. That equals the record. He is 1 away. He is 1 away from breaking Gomez's record from earlier this postseason, which of course Gomez took off Benninghoff. Helber to lead us off as we stretch. 9-0 up. And you just, as long as Hoff's on the mound, you can't see them coming back from this. It's a leadoff walk for Helber. Vogel comes in. He is 0 for 1 today. Another full count. Another walk. 2 on, no one out. Drew Campbell comes in. He's 0 for 2 to face the new pitcher, Eric Good. ERA he has of 37.8. So, there you go. Full count on Drew Campbell. Drew Campbell pops it up into right field. Is it going to be able to get the runner to third? No, it is not. And that is 1 away. In comes Leo Burra, who is 3 for 3. 1-0 is the count. Leo Burra can't get himself a base hit. He doesn't get the double play, though. 2 away. Runners at the corners as the man is out at second. And let's see if Post can drive in some runs. He's 1 for 3 today. 0-1 is the count. 2 out, 2 on. Post! Ian Post, it is out of here! Ian Post with a home run. 383 feet over left field. It's 12-0. And surely now, that is us crowned Bundesliga champions. Ian Post with a home run. Is it his first of the postseason? It is his first of the postseason. And it is Kai Kib. There's got to be some sort of joke to make there about a postseason, isn't there? But I haven't got it right now. Kai Kabina gets a good piece of the 0-2 pitch on the fence on the full. And that is a double for Kai Kabina. They're a broken baseball team now, aren't they? Their heads are down. They know they're beaten. It's Friedendorfer now. What can he do to good? First pitch swing from Friedendorfer. He has got it up the middle. I don't think he's going to beat it out. No, he's not. That ends the 7th, but not before Post adds 3. It's 12-0. Benninghoff comes back out to face Wittmann, who is 0 for 2. 0-2 is the count, and that's the record for Hoff. In what is almost certainly his final game for the club, he has broken the Bundesliga playoff record for 16 strikeouts. And, well, that's going to be 2 away. And suddenly, Hoff is looking down the barrel of a complete game shutout here. William Voltz comes up. 0 for 2 he is today. 0-1 is the count. That's popped up. And that is going to be Benninghoff just 3 outs away from a Game 3 deciding championship game shutout. Good comes back out to face Byron Mills, who is 3 for 4 with 4 RBIs today. 2-2 is the count. Mills grounds at the shortstop. That should be 1 away. It is. Alright, in comes Reese Coleman, who's 0 for 4 today. A first pitch swing from him. Come on. That is, no, popped up. And that'll be an 0 for 5 day for our young Aussie. 2 away. In comes Helber, who is 1 for 3. 3-1 is the count. 2 out, no one on. Helber draws the walk. And it's going to bring Marcel Vogel up, who is 0 for 1 today. And can he keep this going? A full count. 2 out, 1 on. And he does draw the walk. Are we going to do another good old-fashioned Flamingos 2-out rally as Drew Campbell, who's 0 for 3, comes in? A full count on him. And he draws the walk. We've loaded the bases. In comes Leo Burra, who is 3 for 4, and can he put this game to bed once and for all? First pitch swing by Burra, and he gets it back up the middle. That's going to score 1 for Burra. It's probably no, just the 1. RBI single for Leo Burra. That makes it 13-0. Unlucky for some. And David Koch is coming into pinch hit. He is 0 for 2 so far this postseason. That takes Ian Post out of the game, of course. And Koch has hit it well, but straight to center field, unfortunately. And that'll do it for the 8th. We add 1. We leave the bases loaded. And Benninghoff comes out to try and get what I believe would be a first ever shutout for a Flamingos pitcher. But still in back goes out to lead them off. 0 for 2 he is today. There's another strikeout for Hoff. 17 now. Extends that record. Leo Wolf comes out. He's 0 for 2. 2 and 2's the count. That is... oh, well caught by Marcel Vockel in center field. Excellent stuff. They're down to their final out. Castillo's the man at the plate. He's 0 for 3. Benninghoff is the pitcher. It's a full count. And he gives it the walk. A big build-up and he sends the runner to first. And oh, what are you doing? And they've taken him out. He's 1 out away from a complete game shutout. Or just a shutout as it's otherwise known. And Vindermeyer comes in. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. First pitch swing. What can Marinette do? Gets a ball down there to third base. Friedendorfer doesn't have a play. And suddenly there's 2 on, 2 out. I mean, you'd be annoyed if they came back to win it at this point. Ruiz comes in the bat. He's 0 for 3 to face Vindermeyer. 0 and 2's the count. And there it is, boys. We are German Bundesliga champions.
The Berlin Flamingos are the Bundesliga winners. You must be wunderbar.
Yeah, thanks, Nico. I am. I mean, it's a great feeling. It's fantastic to get that fairy tale farewell. Doesn't always happen, but the boys have done a great job today, and they deserve this. They've been incredible all season, and they were nothing short of incredible again today. And, I mean, Tyler Benninghoff, I mean, what can you say about the guy? Different class. He's too good for Germany, that's for sure. But, big thank you to the fans. Big thank you to German baseball. It's sad to be leaving, but it's a fantastic feeling. It's a great day, and I couldn't have asked for a better way to leave. So there we go. Tyler Benninghoff. Just an absolute star, isn't he? An absolute star. What a pitcher he has been for us here at the Flamingos. 2 seasons that I don't think we'll forget for the rest of this series. Just a wonderful, wonderful pitcher. Now, that, of course, brings us to the end of the season, and we are Bundesliga champions. So, well done to us. It's the first time in Flamingos history that we've won that. And just a wonderful time to be alive. Leo Burra has been crowned Series MVP. That means he will be going into the Hall of Fame. We will have 3 other players that we will vote on next episode. Next episode, basically, we'll wrap up our time with the Flamingos, have our end-of-season awards, and then we will look to find our new club. So that's going to be a very, very exciting episode. But Leo Burra will be going to the Hall of Fame. We already know that Byron Mills Jr. is there, and we're going to need 3 other nominees. Benninghoff will definitely be one of them, and if you don't induct him into our Hall of Fame, there will be something wrong. And then we'll need 2 others. I'll have to have a look at sort of stats at our time at the club. Top of my head, I think Leo Burra is got to be up there, and possibly Friedendorfer would be the other one that I'll put forward as a nominee. But I'll have a look at the numbers and see who it is that deserves it. If you have any thoughts on that, let me know in the comments. But guys, that is it for today. If you have enjoyed that, if you have enjoyed our time at the Berlin Flamingos, hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't as of yet. And I'll see you next time as we round up our time at the Flamingos, induct some players into the Hall of Fame. And look for our next job. Take care.